here I am, the girl that brought vaccines to market, and because I showed data that the messenger RNA killed the bifidobacteria, now I'm an anti-vaxxer. So the controversy has stopped the movement of research and science. And again, we need to stop with the controversy and say, let's ask questions. That's what science is all about. Science is about asking questions and pushing that narrative and saying it's not the way it should be.
And if I may just jump in, I mean, you discovered that the spike protein reduces bifidobacteria, really?
Correct. So what we discovered with the vaccine is that it did kill the bifidobacteria within a month, but it persisted in killing the bifidobacteria. People come to me every day with long COVID or and I take their history. And I go back and I say, so did you have COVID? Were you vaccinated? And they'll say, yes, I was vaccinated. And I'll say, were you vaccinated? Did you get COVID after the vaccine? They'll say, yes, doctor. And I'll ask, did you get COVID before the vaccine? They'll say, no, I was fine before the vaccine. And then you kind of like have to start asking, did the vaccine kill their bifidobacteria? In other words, they were fine. They had bifidobacteria in them. And then they started fighting the virus and they survived and therefore created their own little immunity, right? In a way, because immunity is the ability to get a piece of the microbe so that it recognizes the next microbe in the future, right? So you have to kind of, in layman's term, you have to think of your body as a group of communities, a group of gangs or communities in your gut, and there's one microbe that approaches, and there's some of them that resemble the microbe, and it's like, hey, you're part of the gang, you're part of the family, you're part of the community, come in, you're non-dangerous. But if you see a microbe that's a foreigner, the microbiome is on guard and saying, wait, foreigner, we don't want it, reject, autoimmune process occurs, right? So that's how I look at it anyways. I could be wrong, I could be right, but this is how I see the microbiome. So when you look at these patients and you say, the vaccine, you got the vaccine, you probably killed your bifidobacteria. Now your bifidobacteria is low, you got COVID, so now it's like a double whammy. You're killing more bifidobacteria. And so these people, what happens with the long COVID or these vaccine injured, it depends on the timing, because there are long COVID that never got vaccinated. They got spike injury. I think we need to rename all that to spike protein injury. You have to start thinking of, at what point did they kill their bifidobacteria? Because if you look at the long COVID or the vaccine injured, and we're coming out with data on that, 0 bifidobacteria across the line.